Boom, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action trigger on the absolute power, triggering some opponents perhaps with the ruthless aggression, just like this.
Ruthless aggression.
There's going to be a lot of that tonight. I gotta say, I imagine I'm going to be copying some dinosaurs, and they're all big, which is going to be nice, but copying them with that thumbnail art there, if you're wondering how I got that title. There it is. Bloppa, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. All is well with everybody watching right now. Later on, maybe not as many people, because what time is it? 11:30 my time. Many of you are probably sleeping. Maybe it was a long week. Hopefully it was good, but maybe if it wasn't, it's going to be good here. Have a relaxing Saturday or something. Excuse me. I'm drinking a sugar-free Fresca. But it's going to be a good time with Repudiate. Oh, for 2 green or a green and a blue, you get to choose the colors there. For the most part, it would be 2 green because it's basically mono green, how I like to play Stampede dinos. And if you're wondering, the list in the description, the Discord as well, even if I don't stream someday, but throughout the day I'm always chatting about them, and a link to the primer too if you happen to be new and you're wondering more in-depth how things work. This works in many ways. Pardon me. Yeah, we counter target activated or triggered ability for 2 green. I love it. Fantastic. We have some hate against 2 particular decks that hurt me last night, but it's not like this is such a narrow use card. The Aven Interrupter, which was painful last night, exiling a spell, and then I can play it at a later turn for 2. Well, that's kind of rough if they continue to exile the one big spell that I play every turn. Don't like it. That happens when the Aven Interrupter enters the battlefield. So the plan is, with Repudiate, we counter the trigger of the Aven Interrupter. That allows me to continue on with whatever creature I was playing. I want to, possibly go Carnage Tyrant. With this, as it sometimes is, 2 Sunkens, 1 Castle. I can make 6 green with Castle Garenbrig's activated ability. 2 other lands, which is a very real possibility to have. I have the 2 other green for Repudiate there. Boom, I get to land Carnage Tyrant through that Aven Interrupter, hopefully getting the win. We'll see. Or possibly I have an extra 2. Now this is going to be a big hoop to jump through, but it is not unheard of to have 2 extra for Ghalta. I could wait for that perfect moment as well. Hopefully the opponent doesn't have too much flying aggression. If it is that Celestia taxing hate bears deck, at least I do have an out for their painful thing. So it might be nice to stick Vaultborn Tyrant or something like that. But if we face an opponent where they don't have much activated or triggered abilities, I can simply copy somebody big like I was mentioning. Carnage Tyrant turn 4, and then we go with Replicate on turn 5. Boom, now I have 2. That's pretty darn fantastic. Repudiate last night, that was 3 Tranquil Frillbacks, which sometimes don't do a whole lot. Let's think, I get to turn 5, and Repudiate, Replicate is a Tranquil Frillback. That's not really packing a punch. Maybe with Tranquil Frillback, I'm not facing off against an opponent that has a graveyard. Well, that's rough, or they don't have any big scary artifacts or enchantments to get rid of. JDX, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. Man, they're never going to expect this. Oh my goodness. Splashing a little bit for blue. It's technically not much of a splash. I don't see myself maybe often using Replicate. I might actually use Replicate more, but yeah, we're going to need a lot more body bags. Double the amount of body bags tonight.
Get him a body bag! Yeah!
Oh my, oh my. Well, well, well. A good end to the week then, I guess, JDX. That's good. That's good. And you picked the perfect place to be. Yeah. Hopefully you get some good rest, though, whenever you get to that point. Okay. Back into it. Yeah, Tranquil Throwback, sometimes not really packing a punch, not having much of an impact. So this, instead of that, at the very least, I copy somebody else big. Carnage Tyrant on turn 4, which is when I would sometimes want to play that Tranquil Throwback. I need an extra green, which, with this particular way to play dinos, usually ends up being turn 4. Tranquil Throwback, turn 4, or Carnage Tyrant on turn 4, I have to imagine. Quite often I would rather Carnage Tyrant. Oh, you're almost there. Okay, well, JDX, if I put you to sleep with my soothing voice, as I've done before to many people over the years, hopefully you got some good rest if you're waking up and finishing things off. You just got started and poof, you passed right out. Okay. Sideboard though, back to nature for those enchantment decks, which I haven't really been facing much. But if they have it, well, we're going to get them. Get them good because we destroy everything. Hornet Queen as well. Again, the deck makes a lot of big mana for creatures. Hornet Queen is where it's at with that lovely flying swarm, and Pyroclasm as well. Still feeling this out. I know it is very deadly for tiny creatures if we face them. See if it sticks around, but definitely something like this, it could. And going back to the activated abilities part, countering that, we can counter Field of Ruin, which destroys my non-basic lands, any sort of thing, which could very much surprise the opponent. Altenac, though, getting back a land that the opponent destroys with their Field of Ruin. Now, we should be quite safe with that, but I say, yeah, get into it, especially if the opponent is playing Azorius Control. Again, I don't think I'm going to top it. The 40-minute slugfest. Oh my goodness. Almost beating them. Mulliganing to 3. Wow. Not a good look for them. Not at all. I mean, if anybody had doubt, certainly last night perhaps drew you, or was the final push towards really thinking, hey, I like this dinosaur deck. They are actually quite good against something like Azorius Control with all those sweepers and the counter spells, which you wouldn't normally expect. Oh boy. Azorius. Oh, here it goes. Ooh, that's not Azorius. It could be Quintorius combo, discover combo, so they play Quintorius Canned, they discover. The only hits with that, they exile cards from the top until they exile something with a mana value 4 or less. The only cards left in the deck for them to hit are Spark Double, stuff that can copy Quintorius and that sort of thing. Oh, that's basically the same hand but worse. The first one had multiple Regisaur Alphas and okay, well, still bad. I would keep that if Cavern of Souls was any other land that made green, with Commune to dig to get the second, for Sylvan to dig to get the third, for Archdruids to dig to get the fourth. We would be okay. Well, then there we go. Got to send a bunch of stuff to the bottom. Now the question becomes, do we want to keep a Vaultborn Tyrant? We got to play it safe as possible. Keep as many lands as possible. Things that grab lands and all that good stuff. We'll get Sunken to start. We're on track to make 3 green. Huh? Yeah. 3 green on turn 3. Really, that's what we're looking for. Okay, well, that completely changed things. Now, there's a very real possibility. We could be making 8 on turn 4. We don't have anything big to play, of course, but yeah, getting Canada cold. Wow, I love the cold. Love it. I don't love Shieldred the Apocalypse, and I guess the opponent's going to get a body bag for me because I won't be lasting too much longer. Maybe. Oh, pardon me. It would be pretty cool if we didn't see Shieldred as much. I don't mind facing her a whole lot, but perhaps the opponent could chill with the Thought Seizes and whatnot. Some nights, though, that is rough. Okay, we got Sultai Overlord ramp, something like that. We basically need a Vaultborn Tyrant at this point. But it is a pretty decent recovery, having to send 3 to the bottom. I mean, I do kind of wish I kept one of the Vaultborns. Trimming Commune with Dinosaurs. That could have been quite nice indeed. Ooh, not quite going to cut it. We'll see what we get with Commune. It could be Carnage Tyrant. Well, still, no Carnage Tyrant. Quite unfortunate. Well. Would have been nice to play the forest. I could have gotten Regisaur Alpha down. I can make 6 green, but one of those can't be red. So it appears like we are dead. Yeah, no, that... I mean, technically not. Technically not. We can exile Overlord of the Haunwoods. We're going to do that. Buy ourselves a little bit more time. I almost missed that. I forgot that it was a creature enchantment, so... I mean, maybe we're safe. As long as the opponent doesn't make me draw a bunch of cards, which, you know, there are some spells that do that. Sheoldred would, make us lose life for each extra card we draw. Any card we draw, we lose 2. Some sort of wacky shenanigans certainly could be up the opponent's sleeve. I'm just kind of glad it isn't Quintorius Discover combo, I'll tell you that much. Oh, yeah. That does the trick. So we die. Oh shoot, she drained us. I've never seen that happen before in my life. Well, do I want to keep in Repudiate Replicate? Not so much. I'm kind of tempted to look at Hornet Queen there. The opponent, I don't think they have too much land destruction, so it's not like I would need to get it back with Altanak, the Thrice Called. They basically don't have any small creatures, so Hornet Queen for me looks pretty good. A bunch of creatures, trade with whatever they have. Maybe it is mostly just Sheoldred, of course. Well, if she sticks around, you don't need a whole lot more other than that. Could be good. I would imagine we lose 1 Commune. They might get rid of Sylvan Scrying, but 1 Sunken, 100%. Sunken or Castle Garenbrig, I'd keep it. I'd probably keep any land as long as it is a source of green. With the 2 Communes and the Sylvan Scrying, there's a very good chance we should be getting exactly what we need. Kind of like I did the previous game there. It just didn't exactly materialize. At the very least, we'll get off with 1 Commune. Hopefully they get rid of 1. It would be nice if they preserve Sylvan Scrying there. That could lead to their downfall. Eventually, I don't know, maybe they think I'm mad or something because I died to Sheoldred and they want a rope. They think they're going to get an easy match, which is not going to be the case. Yeah, oh my goodness, took them forever. Oh boy. Here we go. Would have been nice to get a land for the turn, but another Sunken. Their chances are about to sink. It does have to be the second Sunken chosen as green. We could get an Archdruid's Charm. We'll see. At the very least, I will. Ooh, this is getting close. I will be able to make 6 next turn. Again, they really could have land destruction. I'm hoping that's not the case, but 3 lands, 6 mana. There you go. Oh, okay. I was a little bit worried there. They took a peek at Castle Garenbrig, so I thought something might be happening. Oh my goodness! Wow, we'll just play. We'll go with Carnage Tyrant, because Commune is going to dig and grab the land that I need next turn to simply kill them. Just simply kill them. That's what we're talking about. We have Regisaur Alpha there. I have to imagine they'll spend a little bit of mana to get rid of Carnage Tyrant. Maybe make me sacrifice it, but play Overlord to draw 2 cards. I think that's what they're possibly setting up for. I guess that's not the case, but up to Beanstalk, Overlord of the Haunt Woods, even when they cast it for its impending of 3, it still has that mana value, and I smell something in the works. A counter spell, which I'll just play something you can't counter. Would have been nice to have Cavern of Souls. The opponent likely would have been dead at that point. They might just pack it in here. I don't know. They sweep next turn, they're dead. Fine by me. What you gonna do? Do it. It's gonna have to be expensive. Oh. Alright. I didn't even need Hornet Queen. And again, the creature that they have, pretty much the only creature, could just be Sheoldred. Do I want the Hornet Queen? Well, not so much. Maybe not. But again, they might have that land destruction too. Keep it as is. If I land a Hornet Queen, really that could be the thing that saves me, stopping the opponent from getting us with some sort of aggression. If they have something other than Sheoldred, which I'm pretty sure it's in the mixture. This hand's not so great. There isn't even one Sunken Citadel or Castle Garenbrig in the start. And I'm trying, well, that's worse. That's worse. Okay, well, that's a lot better. Way better. Commune to the bottom with the hand that I have. Technically, it is all the mana that I will ever need. Now, it does look like I'm getting off with Sylvan Scrying, especially if they go up to... Oh my, well, there you go. Sometimes you just top deck another Sunken and you're off to the races. We're making 7 on turn 4 here, and there's nothing the opponent can do to counter it. But again, they could have that land destruction. Up to Beanstalk, not so scary. We're going to be making 8 on turn 5. Eventually. It's going to be quite nice indeed. And go with Sylvan Scrying, see what we get. See if it maybe draws out that counter. Okay. Still no counter spell. Just a ton of ramp from this Sultai opponent. Sultai, salty opponent if we beat them. Yeah, I like the looks of that. Commune's going to dig. Maybe find a... Well, I like Regisaur Alpha. Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to be playing it next turn. I would have hoped for... Oh yeah, Elder Gargaroth. That does tend to do the trick. Carnage Tyrant could have been nice. I wasn't able to play it. I wouldn't have been able to. But we are about to make a lot of mana. We are about to almost kill the opponent. 2 for Sylvan Scrying. Might as well. Within the deck, we do just barely, pardon me, just barely increase the chance of drawing something that isn't a land. We pulled something that we didn't want to see out of the library, put it into our hand there. We'll cycle Ketria Triome there, and we'll try our luck. A Vaultborn Tyrant would be ideal at this point. They don't have a Sheoldred the Apocalypse down, so gaining a bunch of life, quite helpful. Yeah, just good old Sultai mid-range, maybe a little bit of counter spells, although we haven't seen that quite yet. Oh boy, he got something. Thoughts he's fine. Oh. I don't like the looks of this. Well, we'll go with Ketria Triome and, well, maybe just die. I like Carnage Tyrant. Okay, we're putting some good power down. I don't imagine it's going to be lethal, especially with all the Elder Gargaroths. We would have had to have something else big. We should possibly have saved ourselves, I would imagine. Just attacking with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant might be enough to scare the opponent. Question becomes, 19, enough to threaten them. That would be good. That would be good. Question is, would they block with just that beast? I like taking out an Elder Gargaroth. I thought maybe both would double block to take out Ghalta, which also would have been quite nice indeed. I'm not sure that both have to block Carnage Tyrant, but I guess that's fine. I think it's fine. It's nice to see one of them gone. although they do get the trigger, so that does make sense with Elder Gargaroth there. Whenever it attacks or blocks, they can gain some life, make a beast, something like that. They may not want to attack with all those beasts because it could leave them, well, open. We might be safe. We'll see. Might use Regisaur and the token to double block and take out Elder Gargaroth, but Regisaur Alpha might be needed next turn, depending if I draw some dino that doesn't have haste. Regisaur block one of those beasts. The token block another beast. Should be good. Looking to take 9, so leaving us at 3. Even if they play Shieldred, I'd go down to 1. Maybe get it done. Oh boy. Ooh, yeah. Do it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Something good. Regisaur Alpha had to be preserved. I felt that was a little bit safer. Ooh, a main phase memory deluge. They're looking for a piece of removal, I think. There's probably a pretty good chance they're gonna find it. Some sort of black base remove. Oh yeah, they got 4. This could hurt. Now we're another. I like it a lot. Question is, will it be enough? Should I have played that cavern? Did I make a goof? Because they do have a blue mana there. Are they going to counter Regisaur, and is that going to spell my doom? Possibly. Oh, boy. Here goes nothing. Eventually. Oh, I should have dived. Yeah, nope. Should have done it. That's too bad. Okay. Ghalta. Oh, that blocks that. Now, let me think. Nope, can't do it. Okie dokie. All the beasts would have blocked Ghalta, total of 12. If I attacked with Regisaur, Elder Gargaroth probably would have blocked that. 3 would have gotten through with the token, and they still would have had the Elder Gargaroth. Just attacking with Ghalta, leaving the Regisaur behind, we still would have been staring down that Elder Gargaroth, and they would have had less beasts, but we'll see. Well, the Meat Hook Massacre is painful, I got to admit. Back to nature would be pretty nice right about now. Stopping them from drawing a bunch of cards, that really could have saved us for sure. Oh yeah, that's just it. Math is hard. We'll get them next time. Hey, where's Azorius when you need it? Would be pretty cool to start off with Azorius, or at the very least face it once a night. Of course, you can never be that fortunate. And sometimes I just don't face Azorius for multiple days, even though it has become quite a bit more popular. I don't face a lot of aggro, I gotta say. I think people got that out of their system, and maybe other people got wise to aggro's ways, and they started playing stuff with a lot of single target instant speed removal. Then aggro was not feeling quite as good as it was in the past, but that hand, I talked about aggro, and well, now we're facing it. How about that? Of course, aggro on the play is not going to be a fun day. Obosh the Prey Piercer aggro as well. Now that is interesting, probably more painful. If a source they control with an odd mana value would deal damage to a permanent or player, deals double that damage when Obosh is on the battlefield. I mean, maybe Repudiate is going to help counter something. I could counter one of these spells, which would be quite nice. You know what? Let's just see what happens. Countering the ability of the Saga. Okay, so we technically killed the creature. The counter was put on, sacrificed, then they didn't get it. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Well, another one, I don't exactly need it, but yeah, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Save ourselves from taking 4, 6-ish over multiple turns, possibly 8. It's definitely not the worst thing in the world. Nice to get a little bit of use out of that and kind of showcase how you might use it in a different way. Taking out both those creatures, we would have been staring down 2 Etching of Kumanos, which has haste. That not a very pretty sight at all, but it is quite pretty. Lovely to see that sunken off of Sylvan Scrying, making 7 next turn for T-Rex. Hopefully the aggression is enough to get the job done. I hope they don't play oh gosh, it's Obosh. We're in for a world of pain. Now technically the opponent could just die next turn. With Archdruid's Charm, we just have to search for Ghalta. We're going to make, well, enough mana to do so. We'll see. There's a real possibility that their odd-costed burn spells would have just finished us off, like they might be doing here. Oh boy. Yep, some skewer the critic. Okay, yeah, that does it. Okay. Tyrranax Rex a little bit better, perhaps. Do I like Pyroclasm? Not so much. Hornet Queen? Well, perhaps to trade with all their little things. It's not really like Rakdos aggro, the Monstrous Rage, that sort of stuff. Maybe it is. They do have those small creatures, but the pumping of, one specific creature making it big with trample, I don't think there's going to be too much of that. Yeah, I like Hornet Queen instead. Ooh. Nuts. Copying Tyrranax Rex. Man, that would have been nice, yeah. Huh. Gonna have to get used to that. Would have been better. At the very least, we would have lived a turn. Obosh wouldn't have attacked into the T-Rex there, but the opponent's going to have to be pretty much on point because they're about to die. I mean, if we get a Regisaur or Palani's Hatcher, they're just done for. On turn 4, we will be able to make 8 with this mixture of lands that I have. Sunken, Forest for the 3rd land. Archdruid searches and puts Castle Garenbrig. Oh, almost thought I ended the stream there. Tapped on my keyboard. Got a little bit worried. I mean, I like Vaultborn. I want to go fast because we are going to reach that point. We're going Regisaur Alpha. Speed is the name of the game. We've got to kill him as fast as humanly possible. Yeah. All right. Some other big dino would be nice. But again, they could just be dead. There's a very good chance I'm naturally going to draw one coming up this turn. Maybe they had a bit of removal. We're removing their chances. Make it bigger. You know you want to. I guess they don't. Huh. Good stuff. Now you're dead. They could have some removal, maybe for... Well, no, I don't imagine they can do 4 damage at instant speed to Regisaur Alpha. That should be it. Gotta be. A little bit unfortunate that we didn't draw some other big thing, maybe a Palani's Hatcher or a Vaultborn at whatnot, flooded at this point, really. Able to make 8, don't need the Stomping Ground, and don't need that Sylvan Scrying. Yeah, surprise, you're dead. Okay. Knock some sense into them. A little bit. They certainly didn't get any sense of that the previous game, but yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good tonight. You got your first Vaultborn Tyrant. That calls for congratulations, because Vaultborn Tyrant, I don't know if the prices come down, but in paper, I imagine Vaultborn is still pretty darn expensive. I think at one point Vaultborn was 35 US, but I got it for quite a bit cheaper just because I knew how good it would be for me because I played Dinosaurs. I jumped on that train as fast as possible, but yeah, it's hopefully it's come down. Okay, hopefully we can come away from this one with a win. It's always nice to take down one of the more painful types of decks. For this dinosaur deck, a little bit slower, not too many early creatures. This 100% to keep pretty much all the mana we need. 7 on turn 4. We do have to have Stomping Ground enter the battlefield, shock ourselves, which is not really something you want to be doing against mono red, but I mean, it could be a lot worse. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I still want to shock myself. Technically, didn't need to use it because I have Castle Garenbrig. I have my 3rd land. I have the exact land I was going to grab already. I'm just going to grab something else, and I think we should be safe. Hopefully, I don't die with 0. The shock taking 2 could spell our doom. But take the opportunity to grab that land. If we get a Ghalta next turn or the turn after that, we would kill him. That'd be pretty sweet. Just because I have grabbed a forest there. Oh, the Furnace Punisher. No, not the Furnace Punisher. That's no good. It's no good at all. Ouch. Hopefully it doesn't get too much more painful. Oh, really? 4 a turn? I don't like the looks of this. It has to be a Hornet Queen. I mean, Vaultborn Tyrant would be nice to start gaining some life and give ourselves a bit of a fighting chance here. I don't need to grab Sunken. Would be nice to maybe grab a land with the Surveil. I don't have that. Some of the lands from Murders at Karlov Manor, when they enter you Surveil 1. In this instance, it could be a little bit better, but we'll just go for the Sunken. We'll be as efficient as possible. Take 4 and hope the opponent doesn't have too many painful things. They're about to deal 4. I have to have a bunch of creatures that can block Furnace Punisher if they want to attack, which I think they will. I imagine they have a little bit of removal. If they can take out 2 of those creatures, we're dead. We need a total of 4 creatures, 2 to block. But yeah, I expected that would probably happen. That Furnace Punisher is nasty, nasty stuff. Okay, that's lethal. Huh. How about that? End the festivities. Ended my chances for that match. I never would have expected that. Sometimes I've thought about using it against Mono Green Devotion when that was a little bit more common. The Dorks, Landware Elves, Elvish Mystic, 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and Planeswalker they control. This packs a punch. Packs a punch. Kind of interesting that they had it though. I guess it makes sense. A little bit. Just kind of surprising. It's not like I showed that I would have a ton of small stuff. Maybe they expected I would have my own Llanowar Elves or Elvish Mystic, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take those out. This person's playing dinos there. They're super ramping. I'm just ramping in a different way, attached to lands, which is infinitely more stable. Could work. Could work. If I was on the draw, I might give it a go with the Archdruid's Charm there. And if it was definitely a castle or a sunken part of the land package, that's gonna do it. All right. I like Vaultborn Tyrant there. Perhaps. Nah. Now just play it safe, get the Stomping Ground, use up Stomping Ground, turn Commune into a land, something they can't get rid of. There you go. I expected something black with that Tasha avatar, whatchamacallit. Hopefully it's not Bandits something. Bandits Talent, I believe. Oh, Thoughtseize gets rid of Carnage Tyrant. We got a bunch of lands that they can't get rid of. Duress, that sort of thing. Now this is possibly mono black waste not with Gyre Reach Sanitarium. Although many mono black waste not opponents have transitioned to other stuff. They just cut waste not, and well, Cavern of Souls would be a waste to keep, I can tell you that much. This is an opponent without counter spells. We'll get rid of Ghalta. Don't have anything else that Ghalta would put on the battlefield. Lands is really where it's at this point. Able to make 7 next turn. That's pretty good. To have another Thoughtseize or Duress, I'm still not getting rid of anything. Nice. That's what it's all about. Oh, look, folks. Revenge. Absolute revenge.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
You might think you want to keep the big creature to have something to play, but no. You know they're going to have more hand hate. Get rid of the thing that they could have discarded, and then potentially, as it was, good. Make me draw more, gain more life. That's, oh man, they could be. Yeah. I mean, I would like to replicate and potentially make another copy of Vaultborn Tyrant there, but we're in a much better position than we were previously. I mean, they can Shieldred's Edict Vaultborn Tyrant any day. Yeah, I'll get rid of Repudiate Replicate and maybe watch him die. Dead. Good game. See you later, buddy. Get this opponent the body bag. Ooh, oh man, this is what it's all about. Oh yeah, mouse over those lands. About to get smoked. Super smoked. Yeah. They're like, wait. What's going on? What's going on?
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
They probably think I'm cheating. I know. It absolutely is time to go home. It is kind of nice to get a little bit of revenge after those first 2 matches. A slight stumbling block, of course. I mean, you can't always win. But you can always have a good plan. A deadly plan. Just like that. You're guaranteed to not always win. Lose some, win some. You get the idea. But mono black waste not. Repudiate. Replicate. Again, like I mentioned, against this kind of deck that has land destruction in the form of Field of Ruin, could counter the activated part of Field of Ruin, save somebody, but I say we just go with Altanak. Yeah. I think that's probably going to be the standard thing that I do. Okay. Ooh, that was lovely stuff. It's always lovely when you have, well, something in your hand that Thoughtseize can't get rid of. You have a handful of lands. Now, does this make sense? Well, not so much. No. That's a lot better. 100%. Yeah, send Ghalta to the bottom. There's a good chance we're going to draw her. Carnage Tyrant, maybe. Could be nice on turn 4. We're on track to possibly get it. Yes, okay. So we're going to get it. Ketria Triome is a forest type land, so it now helps the 2 Castle Garenbrigs. Okay. Well, they do have Waste Not. That is very interesting indeed. I'm just going to grab another Castle Garenbrig. Might as well. Hope they don't go with Go Blank. Lily-Ann of the Vale. Not terrible. I mean, it is pretty... Excuse me, it is pretty scary. I don't need Cavern of Souls. I'm going to hope that they can't make use of that 2 black. I don't want them to make his... Oh. Bandits. Okay. Rough stuff. Yeah. Commune with Dinosaurs. Okay. Just draw a card. Actually, I can now kind of ramp. Super ramp. In a sense. Altenac could discard to get the Cavern of Souls that I got rid of back. Put it onto the battlefield. Certainly I'm aiming for Archdruids to grab a Sunken, but they're going to have more hand hate. I don't like that. Oh boy. Archdruid's Charm it is. Do what you gotta do. That's the most important thing at this point. We get a Sunken Citadel onto the battlefield. Boom. Now there's a chance that they wouldn't have gotten rid of Archdruid's Charm, but I'm not going to take that chance. That's just not happening. It's okay. It's 1 zombie, not that bad. Still at a pretty healthy 20. We do lose Altenac. That's definitely what's going, because I mean, hopefully I get to go with that Castle Garenbrig, able to make 7 next turn. Vaultborn Tyrant would be pretty much the best bet. Hopefully I draw that. Tyrranax Rex as well could just take out Lily-Ann of the Vale. Technically not, now that they have 2 zombies, but we'll see. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. We have nothing to discard. Waste Not is now a waste. That's what you want. Make him double block to possibly take it out. Well, we'll see. I'd rather get rid of 1 zombie. There's again a good chance that they're making no zombies next turn if I have nothing. They don't have a Gyre Reach Sanitarium, forcing both of us to draw and discard a card, so I like our chances. Liliana goes -2. We get rid of the dinosaur egg, so that's not a problem there. Also, pretty decent. Do it. -2. You know you wanna. Huh. Okay. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful stuff indeed. I tap 5 to make 7. Pretty darn good. Now Lily-Ann of the Vale. Basically dead. Technically we have to attack with more to get it. Sheodred plus the zombie have to block to take her out. I'm okay with that. Let's see what happens. I think they might do it to preserve her. Make it pretty much their only thing. 7 toughness, 1 damage goes through, taking Liliana down to... Okay, well, they preserved the zombie. Interesting. Huh. Liliana was at -6. She could have ultimated. That had to go. 100%. That's okay as well. Now she's basically done for. I mean, I would like something other than this. At the very least, I can grab a Ketria Triome to cycle it at the end of the opponent's turn, possibly. Of course, they would make extra mana, but if I cycle it at the end of the opponent's turn, then, well, they wouldn't be able to make use of that mana. Guess I should. I'm just gonna play it. We'll just play it. Maybe play Ghalta coming up here. And hope they don't have Gyreage Sanitarium. Oh, nah, nuts. Huh? I can play anything I get now. Ashiok. Two Palani's Hatchers and a Regisaur Alpha. Man, that would have been good. Two Palani's Hatchers and a Regisaur, plus getting a Regisaur makes the opponent sore. Liliana is gone. Beautiful. Okay. Ooh, I can feel it, folks. The revenge is coming. The revenge for maybe everybody who's painfully been dealt a loss at the hands of this kind of opponent. Yeah. Watch out. Fountain Port might not save you. I do need a little bit of life gain here. Sylvan Scrying is a little rough. Oh, I forgot I couldn't search. That was 100% an oopsie on my part. Should not have done that, but yeah. Oh well. Oh, good. Sylvan Scrying. I mean, we got pretty fortunate grabbing that Regisaur Alpha, I must admit, but hopefully Regisaur sticks around. Depending what I draw, I could kill him next turn. Maybe. Oh, if they don't have removal for Ghalta, that could be it. Instant speed removal. Here goes nothing. Did I smoke him? Oh, you never know. Oh boy. Yep, surprise, I tapped 6 to make 8. Mouse over those lands more, why don't you? I'm pretty sure they're going to kill somebody. They have 4 cards, plenty of mana up and ready to do some destruction. But also they could have no removal. Yeah, keep looking at it. You see them mousing over those lands. Yeah.
You have no power here.
Probably dead. Gotta be dead. No? Pretty sure she's dead. She gotta be dead. Figured. But again, they're taking 7. They mostly have to kill us next turn. Sheoldred the Apocalypse would pretty much do it. Plus the drain from Bandit's Talent as well. They could play Bandit's Talent, level it up, get it to level 3, and that would not be fun. Don't draw something good. No, good, a land. I don't need a land. The opponent might make use of the 2 temporary black, but hey, they got rid of something that, well, I didn't want to draw. That's not terrible. She's going to go -2, but it could be alright. Regisaur Alpha, again, if it sticks around, giving haste to whatever I draw. Making a fish with the Fountain Port. That fish would block Regisaur Alpha, and, well, they wouldn't take anything, but Bandit's Talent is going to drain us, so we need somebody big coming up. Oh boy. Well, dead, not dead. Down to 2, yeah. That tends to do it. Nuts. Sometimes you only have 20 lands and you still get flooded. But again, the opponent did mill quite a few dinos, multiple Palani's Hatchers and Regisaur Alphas, as you might have seen there with Ashiok. I think that would have packed a good punch indeed. Made him work for it, at the very least. Okay. Ooh, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. That's absolutely good. I mean, mostly perfect. Not entirely, but we're on track to make 6 green, turn 4. Should be quite nice indeed, especially with Castle Garenbrig. I imagine they have to have some sort of... Okay, well, even better. Now we're rolling in it. Oh my goodness, now they're mostly dead. I like our chances. Oh look, Ashiok responding to that, searching my library. Ashiok was about to stop what I'm about to do, but now they won't. Because I'm just going to grab Sunken Citadel. Make 8 next turn. I hope to draw something big. If I draw Regisaur or Palanis, they just die. They milled 1 Regisaur, unfortunately. Okay, that's certainly something. Might as well get Ghalta plus T-Rex. I could have just straight up played T-Rex, but this is likely a little bit better. Getting rid of Ashiok, now with the Archdruid's Charm that I've drawn, I can search for stuff. I have to hope they don't kill both. I don't think they can. I mean, I kind of hope it is only just Ghalta, but we'll see. Yeah, you can mouse over the lands as much as you want. It's not going to change the fact that I made a... Okay. I don't know what I want to press.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Yes.
There you go. That's what you get. That's what you get. Okay. I think that's a pretty fantastic place to leave it. Some highs, some lows. Of course, it is always fantastic to end on a positive nightcap with that match, taking them down. I mean, it is a very small sample size. You don't really want to draw any conclusions with that. We didn't face off against Celestia Hate Bears or Cauldron Familiar, Cat Food Combo, Golgari, or sometimes Jund. But just, again, going back to Repudiate, Replicate, generally, probably pretty useful. You'll find some use for it in basically any matchup. Again, at the very least, copying somebody big, which everybody is big, so there's extra value from Replicate there. If you were having a bunch of small creatures and then replicating, making a token, a copy of them, it wouldn't feel quite as good. But when you copy something that costs 6 or 7, Vaultborn Tyrant, in the case of this, I mean, that is even better. Multiple triggers on this guy is really where it's at. Gain more life, draw more cards. Not a terrible idea. Definitely. You don't even need much blue. Get the job done. Have some fun. All right. Thanks for watching right now. Later on, whenever it is, get some good rest. Hope the week was good, but if it wasn't, hopefully the weekend is much better. See you next time. Peace.
It's a rescue operation, and it's leaving right now.